and welcome you back to our continuation of our lesson, which we are still discussing on methods of farming. So in part 1 we are discussing about subsistence farming as a method of farming. So in this lesson today we are going to discuss another part, which will be looking at the second and the last farming method. So in this second part we'll be looking at the farming method which is known as the commercial farming. So last time we were talking about subsistence farming as the practice whereby farmers they grow crops and they keep animals mainly for food. Now the second one is the commercial farming. So in this one we'll be looking at commercial farming as the opposite of what we are discussing in the first part. So talking of commercial farming, this is the growing of crops and raising of animals mainly for sale. So in commercial farming, now the subject has changed. In commercial farming, farmers are growing crops and also they are raising animals mainly for sale, not necessarily for food as it was with the subsistence farming. Now these are crops grown, the animals are reared, and the animals raised, they are there for sale. The farmers are selling. So in this one we are going to discuss much on the selling of produced crops as well as raised animals. So farmers they raise which animals that they raise for sale. Animals raised for sale by farmers. Talk of cattle. Farmers they can raise cattle for sale. That means they are having the cattle, and at the end of the day, at the end of a certain period, when the cattle are ready, they sell them out. So farmers can sell the cattle out. They can practice commercial farming whereby they are keeping, raising, or any other animal for sale. Another one is this one, the animal which we call the fish. Yes, last time under the first unit whereby we are talking of farm activities, we also came across this farming whereby we are saying that fish farming. So people they can have this farming or whereby they can keep the fish in different ponds. Last time I gave you the example of the Madeko fisheries here in Malawi, whereby they keep fish in their pond. They are, and later on they distribute across the whole country here in Malawi. There are Madeko fisheries depots whereby they sell those fish. Hence they are doing commercial farming whereby they are selling fish. Not only fish, farmers can also raise bees. Bees we are discussing that bees there are practiced under apiculture. So when they raise bees, they get honey there. When they get honey, they sell that honey, whereby people or industries they use that honey to make a different finished product. So farmers they can keep bees where they will get honey, and the honey they can sell. So these can be commercialized, whereby they can be kept for sale. We also have pig. Yes, last time we also talked about pig farming, whereby farmers are keeping pigs, and when these pigs are ready, they can sell them out. So these pigs can also be commercialized by farmers here in our country. Now, having looked at animals, how about crops that are grown mainly for sale? Now, looking at this, we're talking of crops grown mainly for sale. Now, there are some crops which are grown mainly for sale. Now, the first crop is cotton. Yes, cotton is grown mainly for sale, and indeed, there's no way one can say that I will produce cotton in return I'll be using that one for food. Never have I heard that. Now, cotton is grown for sale. they can be sold locally, can be exported, and they can make a finished product from there, like the cloth that we put on and many more others. They are made from cotton, which is grown mainly for sale. Yes, we have another crop like this one. We have coffee. Coffee is also grown mainly for sale. Farmers, they grow coffee and they sell that, and people, they make a finished product, and in turn we use them. So coffee is grown for sale, such that they can be processed. It can be processed and made into a finished product that at the end we can use. So the major element we are looking at is not the consumption after we sell, but is the selling of the coffee. So we commercialize coffee here in Malawi. So also, apart from coffee, we can also grow tea. Farmers, they grow tea. Tea is also grown for sale. So tea here in Malawi, there we have tea plantations in Cholo, Mulanje, in such districts. So people, farmers, they produce that tea and they sell. When they sell, as it is the same as coffee, it is processed. When it is processed, it comes back to us. We use now for consumption. But our major element there as well, we're talking of commercializing of tea. And another one crop is the tobacco. So tobacco in some countries here in Malawi, like the countries, the districts of Kasungu, we have the district of Rumbi. People, they do grow tobacco. Tobacco is not used for consumption. Tobacco is used, is commercialized, is produced. After production, they sell. Now these are the major crops that are mainly grown for sale. Now, when we were talking about last time, when we were talking about subsistence farming, it had its characteristics whereby you can know that this is subsistence farming. And also in this commercial farming, we also have to know how farmers, they do commercial farming. So we're talking of characteristics, features, which you can trace out that what is being practiced there is commercial farming. So we're talking of the main characteristics of commercial farming. How can we know that this is commercial farming? So the first character is we're talking of production is mainly for cash. The production, the yield is mainly for cash. When we talk of cash, we're talking money. How can someone get cash after selling something? So we're saying that the production there is mainly for cash. When farmers are doing, they know that at the end of the farming season, I'll sell this product out and I'll get cash. So the production there is mainly for cash. And also crops and animals produced are sold for profit. So when farmers are producing crops and also keeping animals, when they sell, they have to make profit. So the farmer will make profit by doubling what the farmer has invested in that particular production. For example, if a farmer invested 7 bags of fertilizer in maize, when that maize is sold out, the farmer calculates 7 bags of fertilizer. How much did I pay to get that particular 7 bags? Now, how much have I get at the end of the season? Have I made profit or loss? So many farmers are looking for the profit, the money that is surpassing what they put in that production. So whenever the farmer is growing crops or raising the animals in commercial farming, they are looking for the profit at the end of that particular season. So also we are talking of crops are grown on a large area and many animals are raised. Yes, when we are talking about subsistence farming in part 1 there, we are saying that crops are grown in a very small area. Now in this commercial, you cannot grow at a very small area. You have to have a large area. So crops are grown in large area. And not only crops, and also the animals that are raised in large numbers. You cannot have 2 chickens and say that I'll commercialize these ones. No, but they lay a lot of chickens. They keep a lot of cattle. They keep a lot of pigs, so they can sell those pigs out. So, and also it involves high levels of input. Yes, last time in subsistence we said that in subsistence farmers, they just use very low level of input. Now looking to this, you are commercializing this, whereby you need a lot of materials for that better and quality of the product. So farmers, they invest more in commercial farming. They will need a lot of materials to produce. So a lot of inputs are needed in high levels. Now, when we talk of farming, we also know that subsistence is for food, and the commercial one we're talking here is for sale. Now, when we're talking of selling, we are now connecting to the environment of business. We are connected to the environment of business. Where there's business, there is what we are saying. We are talking about of selling things now. So we are talking of that and in connection to business. Now, when we talk of business, we are looking at this one, the meaning of the term business. Now we are talking of business now. Now, business is any activity that people do with the aim of making profits. Yeah, so we're saying that business is any activity that people do with an aim of making profits. No one does business with an aim of making loss. No, but all people that are connected to business, they are doing there for profits. So as well as farming is concerned, farmers are always there looking for the profits when in return of what they have produced. Now, farming, as I was saying, that is regarded as a business. So we are talking of farming as a business. Farming as a business. Now, agricultural activities which can be done with the aim of making profits include the keeping of bees, as we already said. We have keeping of chickens, cattle, and also goods for sale. These are connected to the business, whereby people can sell. That is business we are talking about. Now, and also we have the growing of flowers, vegetables, fruits, maize, and these are grown for sale. That is business we are talking about. Now, farmers can also sell manure and grass for feeding animals to increase profit from agricultural activity. Any material that is found in agriculture can be sold, can be included, can be involved in business. Look at that. They are saying that farmers can sell even manure. So when we talk of manure, they can get it from dams of cattle. They can get from chicken. You can get from pigs. So those can be sold out. Other people can come in. Can we sell us these ones? Then the farmer can be can sell. A farmer can have what? Can sell grass for animals to feed on. Now, when we're talking of farming as a business, what are the aims? Why is this? What is actually aiming at to be a business? Why farmers they do farming as a business? What are their aims? So we talk of aims of agriculture as a business. What are the aims? We have these aims. One, increasing yield per unit area. When you are growing a crop on an area with the aim of business, you do whatever you can to increase the yield in a particular area you have grown that crop. So you put in much effort, you put in much inputs, you put in all the resources needed such that the yield there is increased, since you take that into business. So you need that one in large number. Not only that one, we have reducing cost per unit area. We have to reduce the cost. When we talk of the cost, we are talking of the money that a farmer can give out to get the required materials. So when you have a particular area, you are reducing the cost there. Instead of spending a lot, you reduce that particular cost. And also, lastly, we are talking of maximizing profit. To maximize means to increase. So the farmers has to increase their profit that they get. How? They can put in much effort in terms of input, resources, and many more others connected to production of a certain crop or production of a certain animal. So, having looked at that one, we have come to the end of our lesson today, which we are discussing the part 2 of farming methods, and also the end of the whole farming method. So, likewise, as we did in the first part there, we had an exercise whereby we went through to check our understanding. Here also, I'm having some questions pertaining to the commercial farming. These questions are only for commercial farming, so you answer according to the commercial farming. So, define commercial farming. That is our first question. Can you define the commercial farming? Second question reads like, mention any 3 animals that are raised for sale. That is commercial farming we're talking about, for selling. So, and also you say, mention any 3 cash crops. So, commercial farming, that is one. And fourth question, give any 2 characteristics of commercial farming. How can you know that this is a commercial farming being practiced? So, we also looked at this area, and the 5th question says, what is a business? We also discussed what a business is. So, and 6th question, and probably the last one, is explain any 2 ways how a farmer can make agriculture a business. How can a farmer make agriculture as a business? So these are the 6 questions that you have to answer concerning pertaining to the commercial farming. So our next lesson in that is in unit 5 would be talking about farm business activities. Till next time, you have been with me, Konwani Nyirenda.